30 balled you guys out the gym.
When the Warriors beat the Lakers 115 to 113, and TNT
30 balled you guys out.
Okay, I'm gonna cut Marcus here.
And TNT didn't step foot on the court. Draymond had a career high and 7 points on y'all. Stop playing.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Up Next Show. Before we get started, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and tap the bell. So today we're going to be discussing what the bare minimum for the Most Valuable Player award actually is and how we think it affects who actually receives the award. So we're just going to be talking about who we think would actually receive it if the award actually meant most valuable. So obviously, as you guys know, a lot plays into being the most valuable player, like your own stats, your team stats, and just like your team record. So before we get into everything, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and tap the bell. I'm going to start with asking Marcus who he thinks would actually receive this award if people took it as to where it actually meant most valuable player.
Thank you, Kaylee. Like Kaylee said, the MVP, the MVP is not taken literal in the NBA. My MVP, to me, like the real MVP that I think will be selected is either Jokic or Joel Embiid, in my opinion. But I think we took MVP literal and took value, and that we really took about the most valuable player, it would definitely have to be Curry. Curry is the most valuable player in this league, and he's the most valuable player to his team, my opinion. Let me get to this. First, let's just talk about the jump he made the Warriors. Last year, the Warriors at this time right now would not even be. They were talking about their lottery pick. Their top 5 lottery pick at this time. Now they're in playoff contention. So now they're in playoff contention. Let's talk about his and I know I said in a few episodes back that I think the Warriors would be a number 4 seed in the Western Conference, which I did believe before Wiseman got injured. But if we ought to talk about his other supporting cast, he doesn't really have anybody helping him. Some people may argue Andrew Wiggins, Kelly Oubre. No. Those players are not even, according to ESPN, not even respected as top 10 players at their own position, let alone even top 100 players in the league. When Draymond's averaging 5 points a game and fouling out and cussing out refs. So Curry, if you look at Curry's actual cast, it's horrible. Clay's hurt, it's trash. But if you see the players are still in contention just because of him. And let me show you the impact of Curry just in this one example. On February 20th. Curry did not play against the Hornets. The Warriors did. And the Hornets were number 16 in defensive rating. The Warriors were number 10 in points. And this was within the first stretch of the season, towards the beginning. The Hornets ended up beating the Warriors 100 to 102. Curry didn't play. Terry Rozier went crazy, averaging 36. And it's not like the Warriors didn't play good. They put it all on the line. The Warriors bench outscored the Hornets. The Kelly Oubre averaged 10 more points than they did. Draymond didn't get ejected. Everything was going fine. It's just that they didn't have that piece in Curry, which they needed. 6 days later, Curry comes back. The Hornets get smacked off. The Warriors win that game. Curry ends up going for 29 points. And we're going to talk about Curry's defensive value too. Curry's defensive rating is how well you match up against top offensive players in the league, how well your steals, your blocks, etc. Curry's defensive rating is 115. The average NBA player is 110. And coming from a guard, that is respectable in this league. And also, we talk about Curry. We'll talk about the Warriors when they play and without Curry. The first time, Warriors didn't play the 76ers. Warriors played the 76ers without Curry. Lost. Curry's come back, wins. And that's DeLiso's team that he thinks should make it to the NBA Finals. Against the Kings, Warriors didn't play. Against the Kings, Curry didn't play. Curry comes back, beats them twice. Against the Raptors, Curry didn't play. Curry comes back, beats the Raptors. And we're not going to talk about how he's also playing the hardest conference in NBA right now. It's common knowledge to any NBA fan that the Western Conference is the hardest conference in the league. And the Pacific Division, the conference, don't even get me started. The Suns, Clippers, Lakers, all of them, and Curry smacked them off. As Delisa should know, when the Warriors beat the Lakers,
30 balled you guys out the gym.
when the Warriors beat the Lakers 115 to 113, and TNT didn't even step
out.
Okay, I'm gonna cut Marcus here.
and TNT didn't step foot on the court. Draymond had a career high and 7 points on y'all. Stop playing. Curry dropped 26. So I'm sorry. And let's talk about consistency. Curry has only missed 8 games, and when Curry's out, the Warriors are 1-7. So I simply cannot see any player you putting over Curry if we want to go to literal most valuable player in the NBA.
Before we hand the mic over to Delito, I have one point to make. I find it very interesting that when Curry helps his team make it to the playoffs, it's not enough. But if it was LeBron or anyone else in the NBA in his situation and he helped his team make it to the playoffs, let's praise LeBron. Let's glorify him. He's the
and we're also going to talk about the point differentials between seasons, the assist differential between seasons, and just look at the standings alone. The Warriors are just a better team and playoff contention. Delisa, your turn.
Go ahead,
The Warriors are a better team. You guys are acting like when Steph Curry's hurt. You guys are acting like when Steph Curry's hurt. This is correct. The Warriors are the worst team in the NBA, one of the worst teams. But you guys are acting like when Steph.
Not far from it.
But you guys are acting like when Steph Curry plays, they're the best team in the whole NBA. Steph Curry's valuable to the Warriors, yes. Is he the most valuable player to the Warriors? Yes. But is he the most valuable player in the whole league when it comes to value and your team? No. Steph Curry is down. He's up there, but he's not number one. His value to the Warriors is needed. The Warriors without Steph Curry are bad, yes. But Steph Curry is not giving that big of an impact on the Warriors, and he's not bringing that much value to them. When you're 15th without your player and you're 10th, that's not a big jump.
That's better than being at 15th, isn't it?
Yeah, but you want me to give you praises for being talk about you dragging the team to the playoffs?
Especially considering the fact you have to drop 39 and 30 points.
And considering the fact that you're in the Western Conference. Delisa, continue.
And add on the fact that the team is not even good with Steph Curry playing. Are they competitive? Yes. Are they good? No. Stop it. Julius Randle has a bigger impact to the Knicks.
So say who your player is.
Than Steph Curry does to the Warriors. But let me just tell you this. I could have went Curry. I could have went Chris Paul. I could have went Julius Randle. I could have even went Bradley Beal according to you guys' logic. But no, I'm going with LeBron. I'm going with LeBron. LeBron brings his team the most wins. He brings his team the biggest impact on court and off court. The Lakers are number 2 with LeBron, fighting for they're about 2 games behind the Jazz for the number 1 team. LeBron rolled his ankle on that Saturday afternoon when Solomon Hill rolled his ankle. And he's out. We said, well, maybe the Lakers just have to stay afloat. The Lakers did not stay afloat. They dropped and dropped and dropped. And now they're almost in the play-in tournament with the Warriors. Let the Mavericks just bump them up in the stands a little bit. LeBron had the biggest impact on his team and the most value in the whole NBA. Without LeBron, the Lakers go from a play-in tournament right there with the Warriors to a lottery team to maybe even a first-round exit in the playoffs. And with LeBron, they're a championship contender and they're a favorite to win the chip. Curry does not have the Warriors doing that. His value is big. He's valuable to his team. But in the grand scheme of things, Curry's not that high. Maybe Curry's 3 on the list, but I wouldn't even put him above Julius Randle. You see what he's been doing to the Knicks? He was hooping before Chris Paul ended the thing. I put Chris Paul above Curry. I put Julius Randle above Curry. But I put LeBron at the top. Because you've seen LeBron single-handedly take over games. You've seen LeBron impact his team and bring value to the Lakers. And you've seen him. The stats lie. The stats are misleading. But film doesn't lie. Watch LeBron's film. Watch Lakers games. And you'll see the impact LeBron brings on the court. And then watch the games when LeBron hasn't been playing. And you see how they be struggling to beat teams like the Magic. And you want to bring up Anthony Davis? Even though Anthony Davis just came back from an injury.
And did I bring
the Lakers struggled to pull away from the Magic a few nights ago. And tonight, the Warriors are getting blown out by the Mavericks, and Steph Curry's playing. Where's the value in that?
All right, so Delisa, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I'm actually flabbergasted that you would say this. You want to talk about value, LeBron? If you want to talk about real value, okay, LeBron's a great player. He does not add as much value as Curry, and it's obvious in plain sight. He might not add the most value to his team. Delisa, you're misleading. You misguide our audience that the Lakers dropped without LeBron. We're not gonna. You said it yourself a few episodes ago. LeBron wasn't the only one injured. You claim that LeBron was not the only one injured throughout that stretch.
I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, okay. So And looking at the stats, you say misleading. Okay, let's look at actual record. So without LeBron, just solely LeBron, Lakers are 8-12, right? But that was with LeBron and AD. So with LeBron and AD combined, Lakers around 8-12. But solely without AD, with AD which is injured, LeBron's healthy. AD's win percentage was worse. So it seemed like AD had a bigger impact on the Lakers than without LeBron. And it's crazy how you want to bring up AD. I wouldn't even bring up AD. But if you look at point differentials, LeBron, when the LeBron's on the court, the Lakers steals go down. So that's obviously somehow has to be a defensive liability somewhere. I don't know. You might be 40 somewhere. Lakers steals go down. You want to talk about LeBron always was never a top tier shooter in the league. The 3-point rating goes down. Their 3-point percentage goes down. Their 3-point makes go down. Their 3-point attempts go down when LeBron's on the court. And in today's NBA, you need to be able to shoot that rock. And that's common knowledge to anybody. Daliso makes the point that Curry doesn't bring value because the Warriors are still a bad team without him.
No. I said Curry does not bring as much value as other players.
Like I said, if you look at the Curry, who's Curry's playing with, he's playing with really nobody. LeBron has arguably in that starting lineup, better play in that starting lineup, 4 top 100, 4 or maybe 3 top 100 players on that starting lineup. Again, Curry has none. Curry's best player in Andrew Wiggins is not even top 10 at his position. So to say Curry cannot carry this team, if Curry to the playoffs is amazing, and especially with James Wiseman injured, this is amazing. LeBron, I'm gonna say it like this: LeBron couldn't do this, especially if LeBron couldn't do this. Curry's basically carrying scrub players to a playoff contention. And if he was
LeBron couldn't do what Curry did. Do we forget about 2007 with the Cavs?
Okay, one moment. Wait.
No. LeBron has proven he can.
Wait. We have reached our time, but I'm gonna let Delito hit his closing points before I close the video.
No, I'm gonna say.
And Morgan, I'll let you rebuttal after.
Okay, Marcus, you can finish.
Okay. So I'll take the Marcus. You can rebuttal after. LeBron, you said LeBron couldn't do this. Now we're not this season. LeBron can do this. Stop playing with him. But in 2007, we saw LeBron lead Marcus, answer me this. Were the 2007 Cavs worse than this Warriors team?
Yes, Daliso.
And LeBron led them to the NBA Finals. Marcus, the 2018 Cavs.
Was the 2018 LeBron better than now LeBron?
Marcus.
Yes, Daliso.
So LeBron has proven time after time he can do it. And let me tell you this. Let me tell you why LeBron brings more value to his team. Curry brings a lot of value, as I've said, but I believe LeBron brings more. But listen, LeBron just doesn't have off nights. LeBron may have a night, but LeBron's off night is a career night for some NBA players. LeBron's off night is a good night for some role players. LeBron does not have off nights as much as Curry does. That's why LeBron brings more value. You see, Curry went steaming hot.
LeBron has other people playing with him.
That has nothing to do with LeBron scoring the basketball. LeBron did not.
Steph has nobody.
Haley, listen to this. Steph Curry had the hottest streak we've ever seen a shooter get. He's the greatest shooter of all time. Steph Curry had that great streak in April. He's hit the most streaks in a month, 85. Curry, the next one after that 10-game stretch, Curry went 2 for 14, and the Warriors lost. Had another bad game right after that. So Curry would get hot. And before Steph Curry had that 10-game stretch, before Curry in the month of April, Curry was on track for the worst shooting percentage from three-point field, from the three-point range in his career. If that brings a lot of value to your team, if that brings most valuable more than LeBron, then I don't know what more to tell you.
So when you talk about LeBron doesn't have off nights, LeBron probably doesn't have off nights. I'll give you that. But LeBron
make them free throws.
Thank you. LeBron has a lot of liabilities, and I'm talking about now. LeBron has a lot of liabilities. LeBron's not a natural scorer. He's not a natural scorer. He'll still go out and give you over 20, but he can't score the ball fluently like a player like KD. KD, Harden.
LeBron's not a pure scorer. He's not a pure scorer. He's natural. He's not a pure scorer. Stop it.
And when you talk about LeBron, so you get confused about LeBron's cast that he's playing with. LeBron, like I said, LeBron's arguably playing with the second best player, third best player in the league. LeBron's playing with a great, like you said, you praised their bench. You praised their bench. How any of them that could go out and clamp, they great defenders, great scorers all around. Probably the sixth man of the year, Montrez. You praised him. Curry has no one.
Dennis the Menace.
Yeah, exactly. You praised him. TAT, whatever you say.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to cut you off because we're going over time.
Curry has none of these players and still takes them to the playoffs. I'm a Warriors fan. It's been a struggle. It's been a struggle. Curry,
you sound like you're going through a midlife crisis right now. Just because your team sucks.
We're not LeBron. LeBron has a midlife crisis.
Let me say one thing. When it comes to the whole MVP talk and this whole topic, the bare minimum is always set to the bare minimum. Like people always pick LeBron because LeBron always is the best player. People always they feed into LeBron. They feed into it is what it is. But we're gonna close the video. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and tap the bell. Stay tuned for the rest of the week. I'm sure we'll have more things coming. We will see you guys later.